All right, since I haven't had any responses and or feedback due to like any of my community posts, I felt like I only have to make video to just kind of like explain everything because I don't know. As much as I like that feature and I find it's very helpful, it for some reason people are just not getting notifications. It's just better to put out a video. So I've mentioned multiple times that I've been working on merch for like the new for like I guess I don't know how I guess I would call it just a collection. The second collection for Saturday for Skydiving, in celebration of the second album, PTSD and Repeat. And I've been looking through different avenues, different websites, what would be best to put that stuff on, because I used to use Redbubble and I love Redbubble's variety of different merchandise options to like put your designs on. The only issue is that because of, I'm guessing, tariffs, it's more expensive to for at least for Canadians to buy that stuff from the States, because it's like I believe not San Francisco or California, somewhere, that's where Redbubble is. So last night I went. The other option that I liked was T Public. T Public is apparently um, like it's owned by the same people who run Redbubble, and I've had nothing but good things to say about what I've ordered. I've ordered this only the same like shirt, with different designs from different things, because there's a lot of talented artists on T Public. The only issue is, for some reason, I have beef with them from last night. I posted my designs as I normally would, like with Redbubble. Now I might have broken. I know I was told that I've broken something in the agreement. Now it could be because I didn't actually set up my shop. I didn't like decorate my profile or anything like that. I didn't have a bio. I didn't have any of that stuff, because in my mind, I was just focusing on, wow, it's so easy to like just upload all these designs to do that. So I was just uploading the designs and worrying about that stuff later, because it's wasn't it took it, it was I was almost done. I was almost done all my designs, and then somewhere I ended up breaking the terms of agreement. And rather than telling me, okay, we removed this design because you did this, like Redbubble does, I had that happen with Redbubble. I immediately fixed it. It was because something was deemed too, like, it had to be written off as mature, because it was on a pet's item for some reason, and stuff like that just doesn't make sense to me. Because like if it was like a kid's thing, I can understand that, but pets items, why? Last night, and that also could have been it. Actually, now that I think about it, they might have deemed one of my things inappropriate because I had it on a kid's item. But the only, like, I'll have my designs up. I don't think a lot of these, or if not any of them, are really inappropriate for kids. But whatever, because of whatever they decide is, agreeable and what's not. It's just, what really pisses me off is the fact that they don't tell you what you did wrong. They just say, oh, you broke something. They don't tell you what you did, and they delete your fucking account. So the next best thing, I found this. Um, I'm just gonna call it a distributor, that is Canadian, and they have a lot of options. They have so many different options for stuff, and I'm gonna set up a Shopify account. So I'm gonna set up a Shopify account. I'm gonna put that stuff from whatever that other website is. I already forgot the name of it, but I'm going to put everything on there, and it's gonna be on the Shopify. Everything is pretty reasonable. Like, even a shirt on there was like $16.99, which is better than Redbubble that charges like $25 for a shirt, or even T Public that charges 20 something for a shirt. So yeah, that's what to expect for merch. Um, it's very simple, very easy. We're gonna get that done. The only problem is, because of how many different options there are, I'm gonna have to try to like condense my. I'm gonna have to try to work around that, because there's just too much. Now, next to that, the other thing is regarding Fiverr. Set up a Fiverr account. I have yet to really, I haven't done anything yet. I have had someone ask me a question about it, but then they didn't get back to me about it. I charge $50 for album art designs as well as making music, but the way Fiverr is, I think you have to do one gig to start the next gig, or you can't have like multiple gigs or whatever going on at once. The album art one is simple. It's it's very quick-ish because, you know, I just do 3 concepts in a day, get it right back to you. I've been doing that and I'm pretty quick with that. The music, however, takes longer than, sometimes longer. It takes more than up to a couple days. And regarding that, another thing too that I just wanted to like kind of get my foot in the door was anything that like remotely stood out to me. So I thought about life advice, and I gotta kind of, I'm gonna try to get back into like, I'm gonna post some content on here to get more of a feel of whenever I have to ever, if I have to actually go through with that on Fiverr. Um, but you know, I've done stuff like that in the past. I think I'm pretty good at it. I do want to bring it back to the channel because we need breaks between different content ideas, and that's one that I love, but it's also one that could be taxing. It's also one that could take a long time, not a long time, but take a lot of reshoots. And yeah, it's really, at this point, it's kind of just adding more stuff for advertisement purposes, just so I can make money off of the other platform. However, and then the merch design is just kind of just something I always love to do, making those designs. Also, the designs are done. I just need to actually get them on whatever merchandise I'm selling exactly. I don't know how long that Shopify stuff is even going to take, but I'm going to say like maybe give me a week, hopefully. I don't think it'll take any longer than that. And when I'm not feeling like that, then I'm going to work on like the mental health advice or the life advice videos. But yeah, and as for Fiverr, like right now, it's just the album art stuff. So even if you want to just like give me $50 and I'll do that for you, get that done in a day, so then I can maybe look into starting the other gigs. That would also help. But again, I don't like asking people for money, but at the end of the day, you know, it's kind of a deal because you get 3 concepts for $50. And as long as you're specific of what you want, I don't see the problem. And yeah, that's it. That's the update. I think expect stuff to come soon, if not in a week at least. But I think, oh yeah, and I almost forgot. Schedule change for work, so anything gets released, it's gonna be on the weekend because I can't work in the days because I start early enough and I'm done late enough that I don't have time to work on that stuff unless like I have the house to myself. Tomorrow I have time, which would that's the day before Canada Day. Canada Day I might have time, probably will have time. However, it is going to be storming, so we're going to have to see about that. But then after, which I think, honestly, if I'm being realistic, it might just be better to do the life advice videos in the coming days, then work on Shopify on the work days, because it just makes more sense. Plus, I've always been like staying up late to do that type of stuff, so I think that would be a better option. Unless it's storming on Tuesday, then I'll just probably, Tuesday seems like a day I might just do this. I just might put that on hold and just do the Shopify stuff, work on that as much as possible. But yeah, so I'm gonna open the Shopify today, and then the other days is just gonna be getting the products from that other distributor onto the Shopify. So yeah, that's all. That's what to expect. That's the update. I have nothing else to come, really. I do need another Ethernet cable, so there'll be no streaming on my PlayStation. I can do streaming on my PC. I don't know how that's going to work. I do have Steam, and I do have Saints Row 2, so I could try like streaming that. But again, that's more just stuff to do later down the line. And also, I will be getting Ready or Not on console. But again, there won't be any content on the PS5 stuff really until, for a while, maybe to like into fall because of certain circumstances. But yeah, that's all. Peace.